Good morning, traders. So, how do we trade the Dow Jones today? So, as I mentioned last week, I was very uncomfortable going short at the levels that we were at, and it was probably a good idea that I stuck to my guns. And looking at what we have now, we've had this inside bar on the weekly. You can see it was red. Now we have a green inside bar off a level. Okay, and I suspect that this move is going to continue and continue until at least this downward trend line. So this downward trend line is the one that we need to break. And if that does break, it validates this bigger triangle. And you can see the measured move on this thing is massive, although I would take a conservative view from here. Okay, so that's kind of the outlook that I have on the longer time frames, but anyway, that's very far in the future. And delete that. Let's just get to the daily. Okay, so basically what it means is that we need to break this level here. So a break of this level, whichever way you look at it, break of this level will break a downward trend line, and that would also create a higher high, which would indicate we're having a move to the upside. So the daily here, we have all the oscillators grouped at the bottom, so there is a move to the upside brewing here, and I suspect we're going to get another move like this, or at least until the 61.8 or 76.2 retracement, which would probably coincide. I need to tidy that up. So it'll definitely one of these two will coincide with this downward trend line. And if it does reverse off there, you'll probably find a short scalp up there. And I suspect then it'll pull back to create a higher low, and then a move to break through this level. Okay, so let's just get rid of the fib, and let's get down to something that we can actually trade today. So at this stage, you can see we have taken out this level which coincides with the 200 EMA. Now I would suspect we're going to get a retest of this, possibly even a gap close. Okay, so the trade for me today is pretty much as follows. I'm looking for a pullback of sorts, and that pullback would either be as low as that level there, or come and test these lows, and first prize would be to come back down and close this gap, and then we move to the upside. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to jump in long where we are now. Okay, then I think let's just have a look at how the closing range breakout strategy played out on Friday. Now, Friday was a big day today with non-farm payrolls, and you can see this is very typical of a day like non-farm payrolls, where we broke the upside, we hit the breakout target. Okay, so this was the last hour of trading. We hit the breakout target, reversed, and came and hit the breakout target to the downside. Okay, and then we broke the range again, and with this break here was an indication that we were going to hit the next target, and we did. We hit target 2 and target 3. Okay, so we hit the 161.8 extension, and then we hit the 261.8 extension. Okay, so where we are currently, if we just move this one to there. Okay, so that's the range, these last 2 hour bars. And you can see we've already tagged the breakout target. Okay, and you can see how we're moving away from the Bollinger Band. So for me, I suspect we're going to have some kind of a pullback or consolidation, one of the two. And that's going to be the entry I'm looking for. So I'm looking for some kind of a pullback or consolidation before we move up. And you can see the oscillators are grouped, which is indicating a pullback is about to happen. Okay, so remember, on the daily they group to the bottom, and on the 1 hour they group to the top. So this is an indication that we are pulling back before another move to the upside. So that's kind of my play, and really the difficult part is going to be figuring out exactly where this pullback, if it does even happen at all. So often when we have a strong open like this, we may have a bit of sideways, maybe a gentle pullback, and then we continue on the move to the upside. So that may also happen. Okay, so how to get in on something like that is just get down to a lower time frame. So you see this is the 12-minute time frame, and you can see how we're kind of looking to roll over at the moment. And you'll pick it up on the lower time frame, what's happening. You'll see the oscillators all grouped to the upside. So it's not really an entry point to go long here. You want to see these oscillators grouped like this, and at that point you go long. Okay, if you are long from Friday, there's no reason to get out of this at this stage. I would probably just move my stop up below this low here. Because if we do break below that, then we're heading to the downside. So for me, this is still moving to the upside, but I'm just looking for an entry. So I need to look for some kind of a consolidation for that entry. Okay, so yeah, so that's my outlook for today. Definitely looking for longs, and it's going to be a case of buying the dips, I think, this week. And you should be able to build a nice position if this thing gets going this week. Anyway, guys, hope it helps, and keep your stops tight, and enjoy the day. I'll catch up with you later. Cheers, man.